Alright, here's our 99 Polaris Magnum 500 4x4. We got a couple issues we're going to be addressing today. One is we got an exhaust leak here that's melting our plastic. And two, the other day when we were riding, bolt must have came off inside for the recoil, and a few pieces got lodged through the case. Got a nice hole over here, and a chunk actually stuck in it right here. So the part should be coming UPS today. So we're going to start by tearing it all apart, and then when the pieces get here, we'll be putting it back together. Alright, we're going to start taking a little bit of the pieces off so we can get to some of the issues we have. First, we're going to start by taking off the seat. There's a little latch underneath the rear. Just lift that up and your seat will come right off. Alright, now we're going to take this side plastic off here. Here, back up. Take the side plastic off here. These two little clips slip out of the rear fender. It pops down out of your gas tank. That'll give you access to just about everything you need. And you can see here, we've already had a patch put on here on the exhaust pipe, and this is the one that's leaking. So we're gonna have to grind that off. Probably put something similar to this over it. But there is a bend in the pipe right here, so we might have an issue with leaking there. And to address this issue, we're actually going to be taking this cover off. So we'll need to take this bolt for the floorboard out so we can slip the running board over the top of our brake pedal. And then we'll be able to get all the bolts. There's like 6 bolts around here you'll have to take out, and that'll come off. We're going to start to take this off to see what's all wrong inside. So first we're going to take the floorboard off. All the original mounts are broke on here, so I put a big bolt through, all the way through, with a rubber bumper on the top and on the bottom. So we're going to take that off. And on the bottom, instead of a regular nut, I've just got this flat nut here. It's a lot easier to take on and off, because I have had to take this off before. And this is something I had laying around in my bolt bucket. So instead of going to buy a piece, use what you got. For the floorboard, we're just going to push down the brake pedal, lift the floorboard out over the top of it. That'll give us enough room to get around to get these bolts off on here. And these, I think, are 5/16. So I'll take a ratchet and just break all these loose. They're all the way around there, so break them all loose, take them off, and after I do that, we'll come back. Alright, we got all the bolts taken out all the way around these holes. There's 6 or 8 of them going around, so now we're going to just pull this cover off. Pull straight out. Gotta go down a little bit to get up away from your exhaust pipe. Now we can see what's going on the inside here. Alright, you got this piece lodged in here. This actually goes underneath this metal plate, and this that's sticking through the case on the outside is what holds it into place. So we're going to have to take this plate off of here, and this plastic recoil wheel here, this is the new piece that's supposed to be coming UPS today. The new piece we're going to be putting in. Originally, this just had a Phillips screw that's screwed into the aluminum, and that long since has stripped out. So instead of buying a new aluminum case like this, I just drilled a 5/16 hole all the way through, put a lock nut on, and a rubber backed washer to stop any moisture from coming in. But now that we have holes punched in here, the moisture is going to get in anyway, so we will have to eventually replace this case. But that's money that I don't have right now. So we'll do what we can to make it rideable. Alright, we're going to take this off, and then this will pull straight up. Your rewind recoil spring is underneath that, so when you lift it up, be careful, because that spring most likely will unravel and go flying. Alright, so we've got the nut taken off on the back here. So we're just going to pull this out. Here's our metal plate that is supposed to hold this in place, and this sits right in here. like that. And this little metal pin that was lodged up here, this fits in here. It's not supposed to come out of this plastic. So the bolt must have worked loose enough to give it play, and you can see it just ripped right out of the plastic. So that's why we ordered a new one. And you lift this up out of here, and there's your recoil spring right there. That is going to come out, and you will have to rewind it. It's not that bad. If you've done it before, it's pretty easy. And that's what I'm talking about. It will go flying if you're not careful. So we got this out. We'll reuse our pull rope for it. This plastic wheel is the only piece that we're going to be replacing. So we'll just undo the knot, take the cord out, and when we get this new one today, we will show you how to put it back in.